everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 4 of the Space Jam Rome tournament. This is online premier level X-Wing here with Gold Squadron podcast. We're super excited. 148 players from around the world, mostly people out of Europe, which was the point of this schedule, which I know sounded really weird if you're just tuning in right now and maybe you're just waking up in the United States saying, wait, how are we already in round 4? We started at 10 a.m. Rome time, all right? So we are halfway through the tournament. We got 3 more rounds today, and for some of you people who like to stay up late, we might be starting the top cut as you're snuggling up in bed. So super excited here. My co-host for this round and this event is
Darren Granger. Hello, everybody.
That's right, the one and the only Darren Granger. My favorite Darren Granger.
I thought I was your favorite Brit.
Yeah, in a word.
That's right.
That's right.
I know it wasn't F wasn't the word that you.
All right, so now
the F word was,
let's go.
Favorite, that was it.
Now, before we go too far, if you are new to Gold Squadron, or maybe you're new to this new system that we're doing, we have this game called Choose Your Champion. It's super easy to participate, and there's 2 ways to do it. For watching our stream, you get GSP credits that you can spend on wagering during the game. So right now the polls are open, the betting is open. It's very easy to bet. If you want to check how many points you have available to wager on the games, you can type !points. There's some on-screen rewards that you guys can spend those points on. Right now it's not all set up. It's very new. It's in beta right now. A couple of people have seen us redeem those rewards, but go ahead and choose your champion now. Super excited. Go ahead, Darren. Let's break down these lists.
Okay then, Dion. So what we've got here on the left-hand side of the screen is we've got Tom Candlin, who's flying scum salad type list. So we've got Zealous Recruit, which is the Pilot Skill 1 Fang. We've got a Jakku Gunrunner, which is the Pilot Skill 1 Tugboat with Contraband Cybernetics. We've got Captain Seabor, who's the Mining Guild TIE. We've got Torquil Mux with the Moldy Crow in the Hawk. And then we've got a Cartel Executioner. So a mix of 1s and 3s. No, Torquil's a 2. So it's an interesting combination of things. You've got the Zealous Recruit and the Jakku Gunrunner moving first. They can block, but they're also very, very good ships in their own right. The Jakku Gunrunner having the ability to not only move backwards, but can also use a tractor array to add tractor beam tokens onto opponent ships as an action. Captain Seabor, their pilot ability is that basically when you shoot, if they're not in your bullseye, they can give you a jam token. Very, very handy. And so because that's ultimately the highest pilot skill in this list, it'll be firing first. Cartel Executioner, nothing fancy there. And then Torquil Mux with Moldy Crow. Now, not only does that mean that they can stack the focus token on the Hawk there, it gives it the 3 dice gun out the front, but Torquil himself drops a pilot's initiative down to 0. So it effectively means that one of the ships from Nobbie will be going last. And what that can often mean is because you've got 4 or 5 guns here in this list from the scum side, you can often delete a ship before it even gets to fire. Especially when you add in things like tractor beam tokens from the Jakku Gunrunner and things like that.
Oh yeah.
And the jam ability. So there'll be some interesting shenanigans going on with that list. Then on the right we've got Nobbie, who is flying Poe Dameron in his T-70 X-Wing with Heroic, the R4 Astromech, which makes all of his 2-speed maneuvers blue, which is great for when you want to use Poe's ability, which is very much similar to the old Push the Limit. Black one and the jamming beam there because it's free, so why not? And then we've got ZZ Slow in the A-Wing with heroic cluster missiles and advanced optics. Now ZZ is one of the new A-Wings that came out in the Pilots and Aces pack that FFG released back before the apocalypse happened. And that one is the ship that gets to basically take a focus or an evade after they've attacked. So, is it attacked or defended? I'm sure Nick will jump in here to correct me if I'm wrong. Let's just have a quick look at.
Always wrong, Darren. It's after you attack or defend. For ZZ to low.
Attack or defend,
yeah. You defend or perform an attack. Yeah, that was my co-pilot Dexter jumping in there because he hates the sound of Nick's voice. So ZZ is great because you can take the evade action and take a shot, and you get an extra focus. Cluster missiles. We're seeing cluster missiles again there. Don't get it. Just don't get it. If you've got any comments in the chat as to why cluster missiles are good, please tell me, and then I'll tell you why you're wrong. And then we've got Tally, another A-Wing, with heroic crack shot and advanced optics. Standard Tally build, really, and Tally basically has the ability to increase the agility, the defense dice of another friendly ship once per round. And then just a Blue Squadron recruit there with heroic. So slightly slimmed down A-Wing list there. Again, I think those cluster missiles could have been better spent on beefing up that Blue Squadron. But hey, are these players all 3-0 there? Dion, do we know?
Nick, let us know. All right, the betting is closed since we do have our first engagement here.
Yes.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what an eye roll sounds like.
All right, looks like people are asking for more Darren Granger. I'm going to go ahead. Darren, give me a check 1-2 real quick.
Check 1-2, check 1-2. This is Stranger Danger, Darren Granger.
All right, that should be better. All right. So I did have to close the bet there because we have our first engagement already. Looking at our Choose Your Champion poll, heavy favorite on Nobbie there with the Resistance Squad.
I think it's not Nobbie, it's Nobbie.
It's like we're having the dice box issue again, Dio. I'm just letting you know.
All right, I'll replace it. All right, 1 second, everybody. All right, pretty good. Coverage broadcast.
So we've got some shots coming in now from the Fang Fighter and the ZZ. So it's we're just trying to get the dice box sorted. So ZZ using her ability to take the evade, and it looks like it's no damage, so double blanks. So probably not expecting much in return from the Fang Fighter, and that's probably the only other shot that we've got going on here in this opening engagement. So it looks like we've got hit crit there. Oh, and blanks on the A-Wing. So ZZ taking the 2 shields there by the looks of it. No, just the one. Sorry, there must be a dice that's rolled off camera because it would have been range 3. So opening salvo. Not sure why I rolled the extra dice, but yeah. So we've seen the A-Wing take some damage from long range there.
All right. Cool. I think we have everything fixed now.
Excellent. So yeah, you didn't really miss much, Dion. Just ZZ taking a shield at range 3.
Cool. Oh, that's actually big because usually you don't expect.
Yeah, especially when she's got focus and an evade.
Yep.
So a pot shot from that plucky zealous recruit.
And no damage on the way back onto the recruit?
Nope.
Wow.
Nothing in return. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a quarter of that A-Wing's health gone for nothing in return. So I know I joke and say you didn't miss much, but that's big. Because that's the second most expensive piece on Nobbie's list.
All right. Well, yeah, ZZ is an end game piece, and I mean honestly, she's the A-Wing that you're like comfortable going into the teeth. Usually with, because you're like focus evade every turn, we're fine. But yeah, losing that shield, I know for some people like one shield, what's the big deal? It can definitely add up. And then there was a couple of things I wanted to address because I saw some questions in the chat about some list choices, and I would like to bring them up. Now let me just double check here. Nick, how many points is Tom's list?
All right, Tom's list.
It should
totals 200 points.
It's right on 200. Okay, great. So
right at 200.
I saw somebody ask, why didn't, it was stated in this way. Why isn't that Jakku Gunrunner Unkar Plut, to be honest? So kind of in a sarcastic, I know better than you way. But let's talk about some of the decisions that were made. Well, you got contraband cybernetics on the Jakku Gunrunner. Obviously, if you take in Unkar, you can't fit the cybernetics on there, and that one card gives you a lot of flexibility. You have the ability to do a reverse and then be able to get that tractor beam off, or something as good as like reversing and barrel rolling. You have just a lot of flexibility with that contraband cybernetics, and I'm just that's one of the things I look at. And then on top of that, the initiative is the other part to look at. Looking at initiative 1, okay, moving at initiative 1 allows you to have that freedom of the board. Of course, in this matchup, I'm not sure who has the initiative. It looks like Nobbie took it, but in a lot of matchups, that initiative 1 is going to give you that ability to move forward first.
Yeah, I think that's right there, Dion. It's got to be an initiative choice because Unkar Plut and the Jakku Gunrunner are both 30 points.
Oh, so, they are? Okay, see, that's my misunderstanding. Okay, so it's the initiative then. All right, well, I got to the right answer eventually.
Yeah, so it's Unkar Plut does some interesting things. The only thing you've got to watch out for is if you bump with Unkar with your own ships, you have to track to them. Yeah, and that's part of the problem. That if you make a mistake, you're tractoring your own ship, and you're going initiative 2. So it's another thing to have to track. And yeah, you probably want it just to block, but I don't know. Tom's clearly made a choice.
All right, here. Well, we have ZZ going fast, barrel roll, rotate, and I think the reason for the barrel roll is to avoid the one hard barrel roll from the for maybe some of the upcoming shots next turn, but guarantees that range 1 shot as well.
Yeah, it looks like he's bringing Tally in as well. To maybe next turn try and put some more pressure on this this zealot recruit that's out on the flank.
Yep. Now remember, the Concordia face-off does not work with the back arc of the A-Wing, so this is going to be a true range 1 engagement. No Fang Fighter shenanigans here. Did we just lose a die? It did it again. Yep, I see it.
Was that the dice box?
Yep. 1 second, everybody.
Okay, so we've got hit, crit there from, I'm guessing that's ZZ into the Fang Fighter. Ooh, it's going to be taking hit, crit. So spends the focus. ZZ, remembering the trigger to spend the charge to get a focus. Not that it's going to matter, there's nothing coming back. And then taking hit, crit. And let's see what that is into the... Ooh,
it's a direct hit.
So that should drop that Fang Fighter down to 1. So although the Fang Fighter had the upper edge in the opening engagement, ZZ's come and made up for it.
You attack me?
Look at me, look at me. I am the captain now.
Sorry, the music in the background there was my daughter. my daughter with her aerial with her aerial doll that sings.
Yes, it was your daughter. It's definitely not your toy.
Nope. All right, so spend the focus for 2.
So it looks like this is the Jakku Gunrunner going into...
Yep.
Into the A-Wing?
From downtown.
There we go. 4 evades. If they... I'm assuming it's through the gas cloud? Maybe not. Who knows? Doesn't matter. It's clean.
Now, everybody out there, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to remind you that this round and all of our rounds this weekend are brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Use that coupon code SpaceJam2020 for 20% off. You can get your very own real-life versions of the tokens that you see being used on stream here. They're real. You get to hold them in your hands and everything, Darren.
Yay! Big acrylic.
That's right. Now here's a question for everybody out there. You know, we're in round 4 now. We're about halfway through. Let's see. So what time is it in your parts right now? Like, is it like 2 p.m. something like that?
For me, it's 3:05 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. 3:05 in the afternoon. So Australia's getting a little late.
Well, Australia are stuck in the 1970s, so they're kind of catching up.
I see. It's Maui Mike Beer said it's business time. It seems like a decent hour for everybody. For most people.
Yeah, this is the kind of the time where it's well, Australia. Well, no, Australia must be like 2 in the morning now, something like that.
But do they count? Do they really? So anybody in the chat out there, just let us know where you're watching from today.
Also, important thing for anyone that's in the chat right now, if you can hear me, Alexa, play Baby Shark.
No, don't do that. Don't. All right, Darren, you get 1. That's it. No more.
The worst thing is, my Alexa in the other room has just started playing it.
I hear it.
Good to know that works.
Yes, it does. Alrighty. Virkrull, thank you so much. It's always super cool to see so many people watching from different places around the world.
So are you going to continue these after Roro lockdown, or is this just a while we're in the apocalypse thing?
That's a great question that we can answer after this round right here. Tractor beams happening to this A-Wing. Where do you think he's going to move him? Is he going to move him at all? Because the A-Wing moved already.
Where he is. Yeah, so the A-Wing moved first, so you know that it's going to be like where it is, and I think you leave it where it is.
Yeah,
because you're not going to get it on the rock. You're only going to barrel roll it further away. I guess if he's decided to commit heavily to that A-Wing, then he's going to turn in with the like the Moldy Crow and the TIE Fighter as well. So I think you just leave it where it is. You don't really gain much, and if you reposition it, then you give the A-Wing an opportunity to rotate itself.
That's true. That is very true. All right, and it looks like, wow, I'm surprised to see Tom committing so hard to that Initiative 1 A-Wing. I mean, it's the cheapest thing on the board. 33 points.
I'm not, if you look at where
lost you for a second, Darren. One more time.
I'm not, if you look at where everything else is at the minute, Poe's not really going to, if Poe comes in quick and he got it wrong, then it was a massive gamble. What you could do here is just remove this A-Wing and then come back around. And
just restart the game? Like, all right, so you start with one less ship? All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, that A-Wing's worth 33, yeah, it's cheap. He's about to lose his Zealous recruit. But it means that effectively you've taken one flank then.
Very true. Now, according to the Choose Your Champion poll, Nobbie is the favorite. I'm going to put up another poll here, Darren, because I wanted to address what you were saying earlier. I want to know the people's opinion. After our current situation, should we continue the Space Jam, the series, and these type of events? Do you think it'd be good? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to put the poll up right now.
I mean, people are going to assume that we set that up as a question, but it was a genuine question on my part. It was. So, do you want my PayPal now to transfer me the money for that? Or oh no, sorry, we're still on live chat. Okay, sorry.
So, the poll is up. So very simple. 1 is yes, and 2 is no. You just got to type a number.
This is where anyone that clicks no gets booted.
Because it's a legitimate question, because I don't know if people would still be interested, and obviously it takes a lot of time from me and my family while I'm at home. Like, I'm willing to do it, right? Willing to do it, and I think it's fun, especially if you have prizes and stuff.
Oh, there are some people voting no. It's adding legitimacy.
Mm-hmm.
More so than a North Korean election. They don't have the internet in North Korea. They won't know this. They've probably just made someone's death list now, but hey-ho. If the FSB couldn't get me, then they can't. So Poe's turned in, so he's going in at this.
He's committed.
Yeah, and this is what I say. Trading... That Skull Squadron was in a bad spot anyway. Not Skull Squadron, Zealous recruit. He was in a bad spot anyway, unless obviously Poe decides to just jam him right now. It's an option.
All right, here we go. Poe hit crit already. Had the lock out there because Poe, but doesn't get a result.
So it's at range 2. So we could see a dead Fang here.
That's right. He does have a focus. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, he's fine. So like we've seen in other games, that Fang could just stick around and be an annoyance, because he's now effectively behind Nobbie. Because if Poe decides to chase, then he's taken himself out of the engagement for a little bit.
All right.
So it looks like
ZZ taking a shot here.
there's no reason to not spend that focus. Was that into Seavor?
Not sure of the target there. Well, not sure. All right, well, here's Seavor getting a shot onto the A-wing.
Which is good, because obviously you jam the A-wing.
Yep, and missed a shot, but got rid of the focus.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's now done his work. I'm guessing Torquil. I know, because Torquil, is his arc outside or is it out the front?
He has he has Moldy Crow, so we're good. Here's the range.
I'm just thinking for his. That's the
cartel.
Executioner.
Yep,
the range 2.
And
so there we see
2 hits.
half points. Yeah, and this is where Torquil's ability, if he has dropped that A-wing down, comes into its own, because losing the agility from the tractor beam and then losing the defensive modification and then firing last, it could get taken off before it gets a chance to shoot.
Oh, 2
Okay,
hits.
so
Has a target lock out there.
yeah, no reason to not spend it.
And 4 hits. That A-wing is
That's a
dead.
dead A-wing.
So we're going to be trading the trading out the half points on the Zealous Recruit for all of the Blue Squadron Recruit. Both of the flankers took some punishment, but Nobbie completely losing the A-wing.
Yeah, so now it's a question of which way do you go? And I think, personally, I think you come around to the left for your Tom. Like Torquil takes it slowly around the rock. And the, Seavor can actually just do a hard-one barrel roll. The Kimogila, however you say that stupid ship name.
Kimogila.
The Kilimanjaro can do it's got the K-turn. He's got enough room for it. He's got to kind of try and spin these ships around, but they're in a pretty tight formation. So
now about this the Space Jam tournament, and there's some. There's just, there's a lot of cool, back and forth with people who are watching right now about, should we continue Space Jam after lockdown? And, I think probably, I'm hoping that we would still be able to do it, because I think my favorite part of it is the involvement of so many different people who normally wouldn't get to play against each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm one of the lucky people that I spend a fair amount of time traveling to X-Wing events. And so there are people that I get to see and play against. But this you can do from home. And let's be honest, sometimes in X-Wing there are off-seasons.
Yeah.
So certainly kind of from my point of view, from like after Worlds until the system opens start again, it's pretty dead.
Agreed. Like I'm thinking...
Like not much happens.
Like I'm thinking maybe in the long run, once we get back to in-person events, maybe doing it like twice a year rather than 4 times, kind of like a North American and European. Two of them. Like I'm already planning another series after this, because again, we don't know when the lockdown is ending. which basically has that same format of 2 of them, but that would still be able to involve 4 days worth of Swiss people. Details coming soon. But yeah, so cool. We'll see. And obviously, if the next time we do it, after lockdown, and if there's not enough interest, then that just lets me know, like, all right, cool, we don't have to worry about this anymore, or we can, and we can just keep having the fun. All right, so that Fang fighter coming in, trying to bully some Poe.
I mean, it makes sense. It stops Poe because we're going to see a focus barrel here.
Yeah. Does the K turn? Does the K turn like get behind it though?
From Poe?
Yeah.
I mean, he could, but it'd be a bad move because he's stressed.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. See, Dion just had a nervous twitch there about giving you warning points. Doing a red move while stressed.
Tactical.
So we've seen the up the top. We've seen the sloop from the Jakku gunrunner and the Torquil Muck's just doing the bank round. Now, one of the things I do like about him taking out the Blue Squadron is because the Blue Squadron was moving first. It could have caused huge problems if it had got stuck into the formation of into Tom's ships and caused blocks to deny actions.
Mm-hmm.
So by taking that out, he knows now that he's got free reign of the board. So there we see the K-turn from the Kilimanjaro fighter, and then the hard one from Seabor, probably with just a focus. And even with a barrel, you're not going to get a shot this turn. So yeah, there we go.
All right. So Tally and ZZ coming in on the formation. So Tom used his block formation to erase that Blue Squadron. The question is now that he has to split them up, how can he form them back into ranks to be able to get shots?
Well, it's quite easy to form them back up from the position he's in, because if you look where the Hawk is, he can do the one bank again and then boost round. The hard one from Seavor, and then come in with the Kilimanjaro and the bank from the tugboat.
Very true.
Like the two bank from the tugboat being blue is perfect there.
All right, ZZ coming in aggressive, ready to attack Captain Seavor.
I mean, it's good from ZZ there because he doesn't have many shots coming in. He's only got the Kilimanjaro, the Kimagilo thing. The Cartel Executioner, let's call it that. He's only got the Executioner coming back at him, so should be relatively safe. We see their Poe disengaging, so that Fang fighter can come back around and start causing problems with either with a hard 2 next turn or the 2 bank focus boost. Start bringing himself back into the fight and making him relevant again.
All right, Poe coming. And here we go.
So Torquil first, checking for reducing initiative.
Yep.
So dropping...
he'll be engaging at initiative 0. Poe has a range 3 shot. So Captain Seavor's ability is going to trigger here.
Yep. Takes a jam, so he loses his focus.
So that ability is while you defend or perform an attack, before dice are rolled, the jam happens. There's some other things in there, but in this case, that's how that one works. All right. 2 hits.
Seabor is such a troll. I love him.
And 2 evades. So gets to strip that focus off of Poe for free. And Tally is up next. Tally looked to be out of range of anybody, so ZZ Talo is next. Basically has out of everybody.
So we've got the Executioner.
Two crits. And got it. Who was that shot at? I'm confused. Oh, that was that was the executioner going at ZZ. Got it. Yeah. I had it flipped in my mind. My brain was like, "What is happening right now?" All right, now.
Yeah. So
Torkel
because ZZ was dropped down to initiative 0. So we've got the 2 dice from Torkel there. Spend the focus.
Yep, you got 2 of them.
And 2 evade. We've got a range 3 shot from the tugboat into Poe.
Get it. Do it. Now ZZ. I guess they...
Guess the tugboat's not in range.
Yep. ZZ looking at all the options. She's got everybody at range 3.
Has she got a lock on anybody?
Oops. I forgot to edit that one. Sorry, guys.
God damn it, R2.
It would be R2. Panic.
That's where everybody in the chat suddenly cheers.
Oh no! I'm panicking now. I gotta get to my. I forgot to.
Panicked pilot card.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's spend the focus. So that was poor rolling on Seabor's part. I mean, luckily there was no target lock there because there'd have been a nice position for cluster missiles. I'm still not sure on cluster missiles. I'm not seeing it. It'd be interesting to understand from Nobbie's point why he's made that choice.
Okay. I fixed the R2-D2 problem. Excellent. Now are we back in planning? Oh, did I lose?
It looks like we're back in planning. No, we're back in planning.
Okay, cool. 1 and 2. Oh no, why is that not working? Everything's broken.
What did you break?
Everything.
Other than my heart.
Oh. All right, just gotta test this one more time. It's not working. That's weird. All right, well, we'll do it. We'll figure it out later. Oh, so Peoninator in the chat says because in cluster missiles for ZZ you get mods for the second shot.
Yeah, no, I can see that. So you go with the double modded shot with the first shot, and then you get the 3-die shot into somebody else. I can see that.
That sounds like really good tech against vulture swarms.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Now let's go ahead and see. So I mean, this Fang Fighter, the Zealous Recruit on the top. Oh, sorry, my screen's flipped. On that bottom right-hand side. I mean, is two bank the move so you can get on that top side and then you bank down, seeing if you can catch Poe?
So you do one of two things. You either take the 2 bank and focus boost into the middle, or you do the hard 2 barrel roll focus and come up behind Poe. Personally, I'd go for the 2 bank focus boost. Gives you more options of targets because it's going to be a bit of a furball in there this turn. I think we kind of have to see the 2 bank from the Jakku Gunrunner, possibly then with a tractor beam onto ZZ, depending on where the angle is. Yeah, so there's the 2, clears the stress. Now, is that range 1 to get the tractor token there?
It's close. Yes, I think it's range 1. Oh, maybe not an arc. He's going to take a focus token. He's convinced it doesn't need it or doesn't want it. Zealous Recruit took the 2. So my barrel roll towards... I mean, the bottom seems too easy, but I think I like the top positioning more, but there you go. Went to the left side. All right. Torkoal Mux continuing the path towards the bottom of the board.
Yeah, you clear the stress, and I think you're probably just going to see the bank boost here.
Yep, you already have the focus.
Yeah. Allows you to bring that 3-die gun to bear sooner. Or you could just take the lock and then next turn hard 2 in. No, he's refilling his battery.
Refilling the battery, I like that. All right, and it looks... Did the chemo bump? No, he did not.
Oh, that was nicely done. I guess you just take focus here.
Yeah, I think maybe just the plan is to attack Poe, because one of the issues with Poe, because he is an X-wing, he takes damage, right? You got two evades only.
Yeah.
2 green dice.
So ZZ here jumped forwards. Will clear the stress. Probably see a focus rotate. The thing is now she's not going to get a chance to fire those clusters, and Torkill's going to be able to drop her down to 0.
All right, taking the focus and the rotate to fire at Seevor.
Yeah, it makes sense.
3 bank coming in from Tally. Might get a boost rotate into the face of Seevor. Depends on how aggressive he wants to be. Looking at the options.
I mean, you could just boost 1 straight and try and chip away at Torkill.
True, but he's going to go ahead, barrel roll, and then boost to... I think he's still in the arc. It's just going to be at range 3.
I think he's still in the arc of Seevor, and I think he's still in the arc of Seevor, and I think you just put yourself in the primary arc of Torkill as well.
Yep. Poe taking the 2-turn.
Poe's trying to get out of there.
To the left, yep. Poe does have R4 astromech, yep. We said it at the same time.
Oh, it's like we're in sync.
So R4 astromech reducing the difficulty of those hard 1 and 2 turns. Well, the 2 turns in the case of Poe.
Yep. Is he using Black One?
I think so. We saw him flip the dial back, so yes.
Does it have a 2 Talon? Or is it a 3 Talon?
It's a 3 Talon.
So no, he's not doing that.
So just being defensive. He uses the defensive weapon, saying, I don't want to face down 3 of your 4 ships. I will leave.
And then he's boosting and probably using Poe's ability to pick block. Or is black one an action?
Black one is an action, I believe. Has to be your first action.
It gives you the slam once.
Yeah. Slam action, one time. Should be disarmed on Poe, but it's irrelevant in the current positioning. Now the question is, with Poe getting out of there, one of the issues when you disengage a little too hard with a ship, which again we don't know what the flight plan is for the A-wings, you could end up leaving these A-wings on an island with just battling these 4 other ships. But at the same time, looking at the motion of the scum ships, you could also end up leaving Poe on an island if they just continue forward and catch him in that in the corner. All right, we got this first shot.
So we've got the tally going into the Moldy Crow here.
Mm-hmm. 1 hit. Here come the defense dice.
It's going to be 3 dice. He's got crack shot, but I don't think you really spend it on this.
He's doing it. Crack shot.
Okay.
Every crack shot is a damage earned. Doesn't matter who it's on. Take it. I mean, if you're not using it on Torko, who are you using it on?
Seavor.
I mean, sure, but Seavor is only worth what? Where is his points? 30 points?
The Seavor's 30. Yeah. No, the Torko's the most expensive piece.
Almost double the price. All right, Torko Mux looking back to the eyes of Tally. Let's see what this little alien can do. Do you guys know that Torko Mux is an alien? Did you know? It's kind of funny looking.
You mean he's undocumented?
I didn't say that.
That's what it sounded like.
All right.
So yeah, we've got the 3 dice primary from Torkil into Tally.
One of each.
Yeah, you spend it.
Tally's ability triggering here.
All the dice.
Oh! And takes half damage right there. 2 shields off Tally. Man!
Unfortunate that you get no heroic.
I mean, on 5 dice, it's very, very, very unlikely that heroic triggers. Probably just as unlikely to actually take damage there, and it happened. No, less unlikely. That was a stupid statement. He didn't have a focus. All right, which ship is up next? Could Seavor finish him off? It could happen, right? But ZZ gets to say something about it first.
Was ZZ not dropped down to initiative 0?
Might be a missed trigger. Yes, it is initiative 0. But Torko just shot, so that was initiative 2, so we would be at 0. Did Seavor not shoot? Did we maybe miss that shot? Or it was out?
Maybe. But it didn't look like it did anything anyway.
No valid targets for Captain Seavor.
Excellent. Excellent.
Good.
That was disturbing.
Now, to take a moment here in this planning phase and talk about some other upcoming GSP content that we're working on. is one of the things I was debating, and we have 250 people here, so this would be a good group for some feedback. I know quite a few people who are into X-Wing are also into Legos, specifically Star Wars Legos. So I was debating for next weekend because I got the collector's edition A-Wing of doing a Lego stream. Basically just a build and chill and build. I don't know what we call it, but like basically AMA while building some A-Wing. But then I also thought it could be cool to get some cameras to people, and then get some sets shipped out to people, some Lego sets, and basically do a build challenge competition. So, AMA wing, exactly. That's fantastic. Nick, did you get the special edition A-Wing yet?
I didn't. I have a connection at the Lego store. It gets me a discount, so I'm just holding out until the stores open up again.
Fact. Okay.
I am building the X-Wing right now, though. It's awesome.
Nice. Could patrons bid to be part of the builds? That could be cool. That could be fun. Good idea, Epionic. I'll look at that. So one of the suggestions in the chat is like patrons could bid to be part of the builds. Like, yeah, absolutely. Make a whole production, whole pony show. What's the... All right. So right now, looks like all of the ships are set and ready to go. We got all dials set. We're waiting to see what the Jakku Gunrunner is going to do. And he goes for the 2 sloop, staying aggressive. Are we going to see some contraband? Or are we just going to stay there? Probably just staying there. Hexiled Gaming. That's what I was trying to say. Dog and Pony Show. All right. Taking the focus there on Torko Mux. Staying recharged. Captain Seavor got the K-turn as well. Keeping those arcs on target. Seeing if he can catch some A-Wings. Darren, this looks like a box. This looks like a box.
This is a kill box. Tom's done a really, really good job here of positioning with these ships to kind of keep them in a loose formation. Because obviously Poe's pretty much out of this fight for a few turns. Tally's got nowhere to go. Like, even with, 4 or 5 straight, that might bump.
All right, we got that forward rotate on ZZ. And got the bump. You're going to have 3 shots coming in to Tally. The ones that are going to hurt the most would be the Zealous Recruit and Captain... and the Cartel Executioner. Did the Zealous Recruit not focus? What was the maneuver there? Was it a red? I thought he came from...
I'm not sure, but one of the questions I've got is that A-Wing in the bullseye of the Cartel Executioner? I suppose it doesn't matter because it's got no tokens anyway.
Yep, the dead to rights. All right, looks like Poe is calling for the target lock. Taking it on the Jakku. And takes a stress for the... Did he barrel roll? Was it a focus?
You probably take the focus there. No, he must have barrel rolled in.
He did, so that means if you barrel roll, the wings should be closed. No, it was a boost. It was a boost and then the lock. Got it.
Yay, we got it before Nick did.
All right. So here comes Poe first. It's going to be through a rock. But Poe did not have the Jakku Gunrunner in arc. So here comes Captain Seevor. Captain Seevor has that range 3 shot. One crit. Safe. Who's up next? Here comes the cartel. It isn't the bullseye. The dead to rights would trigger if he had anyone's, but doesn't matter in this situation. 3 dice coming in. 2 hits. This is also a range 3. Oh, Tally might be able to get out of this unpunished.
If in doubt, natty out. Yeah, so this turn could have gone slightly better for Tom, but Nobbie's done a really, really good job of trying to mitigate. With turning out with Tally there, it's limited the quality shots that he's taking.
And there's some damage. Gonna spend to not take 1. All right. And now we have the Jakku Gunrunner from downtown.
It's a little tugboat that could.
That's right. Well, ZZ's already lost that shield, so it's half points. Rolling. And no mods on that one, so no hits. We are 4 subs away from our first stretch goal giveaway. That's right. Wide World of X-Wing t-shirt that we're going to be giving away. Now, Darren, if you would have played... Oh, wait, we have one more attack coming in. Yes, the Zealous Recruit. Got 2 hits. Oh, one fell out the box. And that one needs to be re-rolled. And taking 1 more damage there. And that was on Tally, so Tally's left with 1 hole.
Yeah, these A-Wings are in a pretty rough shape.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about earlier, right? It's like the A-Wings are in the teeth of the list, and with Poe coming on the backside. Now, next turn, he'll be a little bit more involved, but it gave Tom the opportunity to trap these A-Wings.
So there's one hit from ZZ into Torquil.
Takes it.
And blanks out. So that's half point on Torquil. Oh no, Torquil has an extra shield. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. So
I think that's the initiative 0. So what were you going to ask, Ian?
So what I was going to ask is if you were thank you, by the way, for helping me out commentating. Really appreciate it. But if you were playing today, what list would you have brought? What competitive list would you have brought?
Honestly, I haven't really played that much competitive X-Wing since lockdown. I've played about a little bit with some First Order, but for me, it's and I find this when I'm playing like non-competitive events and things like that, is it doesn't feel real on the tabletop, so I don't necessarily take it seriously. So there's lots of good lists out there at the moment. As to what I would have bought, I don't really know. Like, I had fun flying the 4 Jedi and Broadside, just the CLT ones, all at 3. Had fun with a Lando Thane Luke list, all at 5. But honestly, I couldn't really. Part of the reason why I prefer commentating at the moment is I'm not that inspired to play.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, maybe one day I'll be back into full competitive swing. But at the moment, I'm enjoying doing other creative stuff and playing other games. I mean, TTS is great. I played Outer Rim the other week for the first time. That was really good. But yeah, so I suppose if I was going to play today, it would have probably been First Order just for shenanigans. And
what list would you have brought?
So I've been flying Von Reg and 2 silencers at the moment. It's Hyperspace Legal. I generally only fly hyperspace lists. But I don't know. I'd have probably given it a long, hard think about what I would have flown. Definitely no swarms, just from what I was saying earlier about the setup of ships and things like that. It's just too difficult to get a swarm. Although Tom has done phenomenally well with how he's managed to maneuver his ships and not bump. I mean, we saw the one forwards from the Executioner didn't bump into the quad jumper. We've just seen that wonderful K-turn there from Seavor that just cleared the Zealous Recruit. It's actually a really enjoyable thing to see someone flying with that precision on the tabletop.
Now, this next turn, I'm worried about the A-Wings because it's the corner. You don't ever want to get trapped in the corner because you become predictable because there's not that many places for you to go. I think this Zealous Recruit is going to have an amazing shot this turn. Of course, one of the issues is that it's initiative 1, but I'm assuming that Torquil's going to stay close by to make sure that the A-Wings cannot initiative kill that Fang Fighter.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So Torquil, if he just does the 2 forwards, hops over, rotates the arc.
Yep, it's already rotated. He had it last turn, so just collect another focus.
Yeah. Well, you've got options. Does he even have the jam action?
He does. Might be thinking about it. And there it is.
Called it.
Space Jam.
At least he's on brand.
Hold on. I got a token. I got a token they can use. 1 second. 1 moment. Here we go.
Well, I was just singing his praise and then he's gone and messed it up. Get out of here, Tom. Wow.
I think the goal is just to get shots over there, I guess. Oh, look at this.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
ZZ skirting the needle. No, just barely not. There's nowhere that ZZ can go. Taking the target lock.
Oh, this is prime time for cluster missiles.
I mean, this... Well, where's... Okay, Tally's going there. Are they both at 1? No, Tally's at 1, ZZ's at 2.
Yeah, you drop ZZ to initiative 0.
Yep, you just try to take her off the board because she don't have any mods now.
Try and nuke it. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, after the first one shoots, she'll pick up a focus.
All right, Tally rotating. Barrel roll still jammed. Not going to be super relevant because the jam will go away at the end of the turn. Let's see what happens here.
The question here is Seevor in the bullseye of ZZ?
All right.
So here's what I do. I would drop ZZ down to 0.
Then did.
Yep. And then I would hope that Seevor survives Tally and Poe's shot. Poe's not got a shot, so yeah, I would be hoping that Seevor survives. Shooting to ZZ.
No, this is Poe at the Jakku. 3 hits.
Into the Jakku.
Yeah. Takes 2. And next shot is ZZ going into the Fang Fighter at range 2. Only has 1 health left. Might be forced to spend the focus. Whiffs on the attack.
Heroic.
Heroic. All right. Made it 1 crit.
So what can that Fang Fighter do?
Natty out.
Well, it just needs 1.
It's got it.
There. So yeah, I think you fire with Seevor now. Jam off the target lock.
Right, because yeah, Seevor doesn't have. Yeah, and is Seevor in the bullseye?
I think that's what they're just checking now. See the little red hand moving.
Mm-hmm. So Seevor's ability, the second condition is if you are not in the enemy's bullseye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it in the bullseye of? We get 1 crit. I'm guessing Tally used her ability.
4. I don't know where 4 dice would have come from.
Tally's ability.
But Tally has to have the enemy ship in the bullseye, right? Am I?
Okay. It must be obstructed by the rock then.
Okay. That makes more sense. Yes, it was obstructed. I see it there. All right, here comes Torkel. This is tough. I could see why you wouldn't want to go at ZZ here.
Well, ZZ's already spent her ability, so she's just picked up the focus.
So going at tally. Here we go.
Tally's on one. No
2
defensive
hits.
mods. Oh.
And
so it needs above average.
gone.
Yeah.
I mean, now you have the Zealous Recruit to pop ZZ in the face here at range 1 with a focus still.
Yeah, you've got the 4-die shot coming in. Could see both A-wings leaving now. If not, it's going to be interesting with the clusters coming back.
Well, he got jammed. The target lock. Yeah.
Good.
Did the Zealous Recruit fire yet? Yeah, they got a little excited there. Something. Yeah. All right, here we go. 4 dice coming in from the Zealous Recruit. And do you spend it? Hit crit?
Yeah, you spend it. Spend it, you coward.
He's not going to spend it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, didn't spend it. Takes the crit anyway. You would have killed him. You would have killed him. Hindsight's 20/20. Spends a focus. And going into Torkoal Mux. This is going to have some extra feels bad if this does damage to Mux. Nope. All right.
Nope, nothing. But yeah, with 2 minutes left on the clock, this is Tom's game.
Now, this will be the last turn. Right here, want to remind you guys that I know some questions was, does MOV matter in this tournament? So top 16 will be making the cut for tomorrow. And there's also faction prizes. So the MOV matters for faction rankings. Now, if anybody who's watching right now is planning on playing in Space Jam Los Angeles or in Space Jam Sydney, I'm going to talk about some of the common issues that came up during sign-up, mostly because of people not reading, mostly. There was a couple of questions that came up. I was like, oh, fair. But most of the people who caused me extra stress are those who, let's say, didn't follow instructions. So when you buy a ticket from Space Jam, in your receipt, there is a link to download. Okay? There's a link to download the instructions in the receipt. You download that, and every step you got to do is in that PDF. It's super easy, step by step. It is dummy proof if you read it. If you read it. But a lot of people did a lot of assuming, Darren. A lot of assuming happened. So
you shouldn't assume. You know why? Because it makes an ass out of you and me.
There it is. Okay. Like, I tried to make it as simple as possible, but some people didn't like, hey, I registered on TTT. I'm like, did you? But my name's still pending. Why is it still pending? Dion, why is it still pending? And, they haven't checked their document. When it says clearly
what you should do is give the document to Marcel, because if he can get it to work, then anybody can.
Yeah.
Like that's how you would improve something.
I mean,
you give it to an idiot.
he figured it out when he played.
No, that's good.
That's because he read it. That's the difference. Just got to make sure we read.
Didn't make the cut though, did he?
Oh, got him. Every GSP host was involved in the final except for him.
That's because he's the worst GSP member.
Oh. Yeah, let's not remember the Space Jam tournament. Let's leave that alone.
And there are a lot of members in Gold Squadron podcast.
When are our LA list due? I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering the question. Check your PDF. I love you, Epionic. Check the PDF.
I'll help you out. LA lists are due tonight.
Oh, they know what? Honestly, the sooner the better.
So we've got the K-turn there from both the Fang and from Seavor.
Epionic. I see. I know I can mess with you a little bit, but the irony of your question is just so great. They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna make check all the information on the PDF. Ask question. Proceeds to ask question. That's on the PDF. That's great. I'm tired. All right, let's go. My body's really confused right now. Range 1. ZZ's looking at that Torquemux, saying, I will destroy you. Torquemux be like, ha. You're going to be range 1 first.
And at 0.
Yep.
Oh, not anymore.
There you go.
Now, I will defend my fellow Europeans slightly.
Okay.
For if they've had any questions or mistakes. Because for a lot of them, English isn't their first language.
But you know what, man? Most of it wasn't even them. A lot of them was the Americans who participated in it. That's the crazy part.
That's because they're morons. Americans. Making the rest of the world look better.
Somebody in the chat asked me if I did I have my eggs. I didn't have any eggs, unfortunately. Didn't have enough time because of people not putting in their scores. I'm not throwing any shade, but I settled for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right.
That is the worst crime that America has ever done. Giving that monstrosity to the world.
Alrighty. So we got a range 2 shot from ZZ into Captain Seavor. All right.
So nothing?
Whiffs.
Seavor should jam just for the hell of it.
Because I can.
Yeah, exactly. Stops her getting that focus or evade.
Mm-hmm. Miss trigger there.
No, I think they've... oh, yeah, it is a miss trigger.
Yep. It's a May. I'm pretty sure it's a May. Let's double check. While you defend. Yeah, it's a May.
Also, why did ZZ fire before Poe?
Because it didn't matter.
Nah.
And no damage for Poe Dameron there, sitting at range 1. Woo!
Such a trigger-happy flyboy.
All right. Okay. So, Captain Seavor is up next. Going into ZZ. No focus over there anymore. Ooh, hit crit. Could he do it?
Oh.
Could he do it? Got him. ZZ to low. Removed from the game. Hit crit gone. And this was our last turn.
Dynamite.
So getting those last bit of points there.
This is a really nice list from Tom, and he's flown it really, really well.
Agreed. Somebody in the chat here, Epionic said, Poe just watching all his friends die. Thematic.